Now, this will be, I think, another important topic I want to really cover, because this is where a lot of misunderstanding is, because people are not clear with the composition of the fees. All right. So I want to cover the fees, and at the end of it, right, you want to know what will be the profit. Okay, what is your net profit? All right. So please understand. Okay, we have gross profit, we have net profit. Gross profit is before you deduct all those fees. So once you have deducted all those fees, you will have the net profit. So at the end of it, you want to know what is the net profit of me actually using the Royal Quantitative Bot. Is this really a platform that I want to put my money and make and actually earn profit? So you can now make that decision. All right, you can have a better justification today. All right, so let me go through this, and later on, if you have any question on this, please do ask me so that you get a full clarification. Okay. And also, when you are bringing in new people, sharing the information to the new people, don't forget, okay, make sure you share this information to them, because we don't want anyone to get surprises. And then you have unnecessary question that we need to deal with in the Telegram group. It's just a waste of energy. All right. So I hope you will do that favor for all of us. So now, the first thing that I want you to understand is this. Okay, we have a Royal Quantitative Bot. Okay, now for this bot, there are costs involved. What is the cost, or what is the fees? Okay, I'm talking about the trading. Okay, so when you are doing the trading, you have the fees. Now, before the fees, right, remember you have the other cost, right, which is the activation fees. Activation fees is $120. All right, that is $120, a subscription fees for 1 year. Please understand. So that is basically a separate cost, because that is the cost for you to acquire the bot. All right. Now you have what we call an operation cost. An operation cost is basically your trading cost. All right. So for every trading, for every profit you are making, there is a fees that they will be charged on the profit. So what are those fees? Now we have two fees here. One is the fuel fee. Now the company will charge you 20% of the fuel fee, and then the strategy fee will be 1%. So that is a total of 21% of the Royal Quantitative profit. So from your trading profit, 21% will be deducted. Now let me repeat that once again. The 21% is not of your trading capital. The 21% is of the profit. So if you make a profit of $1, okay, 21 cents will be deducted from that dollar. I hope you understand that. Now, this is only the bot. So this is where the problem is, because people only see the bot. But how about the exchange? The exchange also charging us some kind of fees, right? So what are those fees? So if you look at the exchange, we have both Binance and Huobi. For Binance, you will refer as a spot wallet. For Huobi, they call it as an exchange wallet. Okay, so please take note of that. So it doesn't matter. Both are basically a spot trading. Now, what are the fees there? So we have the maker fee and the taker fee. So for Binance, the taker fee and the maker fee is 0.1% each. And for Huobi, it will be 0.2% each. All right. Now, please understand that 0.1% or the taker fee and the maker fee is based on the deal amount, not on the profit. Let me repeat that once again. All right. Now, the maker fee and the taker fee is not from the trading profit, but from the deal amount. Later, I'm going to explain to you and give you a clarity of that. So it will be deducted from the exchange, not from your bot. Can you understand me? Because in the bot, right? Please understand, in the bot, okay, you have already specified in your API that withdrawal is already deactivated. You are not authorizing anyone to withdraw from the bot, have no right to withdraw or to touch your money in your Binance. That is the reason why the company asks you in advance to actually store up your fuel fee in your asset wallet. So the company will deduct from your asset wallet every time you make the profit. They cannot deduct from your Binance, okay, because they have no access to it. But in the Binance, okay, Binance will deduct, okay, your taker fee and the maker fee. All right. So the Binance will deduct either in USDT, or you can also specify in BNB coin. So it's up to you. So what is the difference? Let's look into it. So now if you look into the bot, okay, if you look into the bot, you have what you call a revenue details. All right. Now in that revenue details, you will be able to see your profit amount. So in this example, okay, we have the profit amount, which is 1.02. Okay, this is $1. And you see the fuel fee, right? The fuel fee will be 20%, right? Will be 20% of that $1. Can you see that? Now, please understand, okay? If you look into this profit, right, it is already been deducted. Okay, the fuel fee is already been deducted. But, okay, but let's just look into what happens here. Now, when you make this profit, okay, when you make this profit, this amount of profit, 100% of this amount will actually be credited back into your spot wallet. 100% of that. Because remember, Royal Quantitative cannot touch this return. So how do they deduct your fuel fee? They deduct it from your asset wallet. Please understand that. So now when this amount goes into your exchange, remember, okay, this amount is not factored in the maker fee and taker fee yet. So you have to deduct, right? You have to deduct. And where do you see this? I will show to you very, very shortly, okay? You'll be able to see because all the trading is taking place in Binance. So Binance, under the spot order, right, you'll be able to see the detail of the fees and so on, all right? So I will show you very, very shortly. So I just want you to understand first how this whole thing works, all right? Now, if you look into the 20%, okay, into this fuel fee, so the fuel revenue, this is the company's revenue, they will deduct 20% from the fuel fee, all right? So that's how it works. So every time you make the profit, 20% will be deducted. Now, from that 20%, remember, 80% will go into RQ operation. The remaining 20%, they will distribute it as a profit distribution for the community. So this is where if you are doing, let's say, for example, affiliate, right? You are introducing to people, there is a team reward of 20% up to 60%. And also the peer reward, which is about 5%. So this is where if you are introducing people, if you are sharing the platform to your team, you will be earning the profit distribution. So that simply means from the 20%, you make another 20%. Can you see that? If you are VIP 1, for example, you will make 20% from those, everyone who is trading under you. Now, if you are asking me, right, if you ask me, right, if you don't want to top up the fuel, you can actually build your team. The bigger your team, the more of this 20% of the 20% that you will earn. And that will actually become your fuel fee or your strategy fee. All right. So that is up to you what you want to do. Some of us, you don't want to introduce anyone. So you are basically 100% trading, right? So if you're 100% trading, then make sure you have sufficient fuel fee in your asset wallet. Now, also please understand, we have another 1%. Okay, another 1% that is for the strategy fee. So now what you are going to see, right, in your fuel fee, there will be a 2 deduction. One is basically the fuel fee, and second is the strategy fee. All right. So you will see that always in your asset wallet. All right. So this is where sometimes people get confused. Okay. They are saying now the more the deduction is, the better it is, right? Because the deduction only happens when you are profiting. If there is no profit, no deduction happen. Okay. So please understand that. Now let's just quickly get to the bottom. Okay, today is going to be a fantastic insight. Okay, I want to be able to teach you all, okay, how to look into all these things. Now, if you get to the bot, right, for example, right, you can see over here we have all this trading going on. Now let's go to the home. If you get to the home, you have the revenue detail. All right. Now, if you click the revenue here, you will be able to see over here. Can you see that? So you'll be able to see your profit amount over here. All right. This is the profit. But now let's get back into each of those coins. All right, go to quantitative. And let's say, for example, right, I click my MDX. Now, under the MDX, you will see the transaction record. So click the transaction record. Now, can you see here? All right, under the transaction record here, you will be able to see, example, this is the sub-sell. All right, now, can you see that? Although it is actually already at the sub-bid 11, I am still making profit by using the resilience strategy. All right. Now over here, right, you'll be able to see the profit over here, which is about 0.89%. All right. Now the fuel fee, can you see the fuel fee? The fuel fee is 0.018 over there. All right. So now you can see that the fuel fee is already deducted from your profit. Please take note of that. All right. It is already been deducted. And then you also have the deal amount here. The deal amount here is basically in USDT, and this deal amount will reflect in your Binance. All right, in your Binance. So please take note of this information. Okay. So now this is basically just to show you where you can actually identify. Now, if you look into this information, right, all this record comes from Binance, not from Royal Quantitative. So Royal Quantitative only a place where they record through the API. They will be able to receive this information and they store this information here. So your real information or your real data is actually in Binance. All right. So we will look into it very, very shortly. So I hope you understand where to get this information in your bot. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, now let's go. So now let's go a little bit more and drill down here. I want to go slow because I want to make sure every one of you understand this clearly. Right now, if you look, right, as I mentioned to you earlier, okay, now please understand that we have what we call buy and sell. All right, so every time you actually execute, there will be buy and then there will be a sell. All right, now where is that? Let me just bring you back to the board. So you can go here, right? If I click MDX again, click the transaction record, can you see that? There will be buy, okay? Can you see this is a sell, right? That is a buy, right? So there will be always a buy and sell. So buy and sell is considered as one cycle. Remember that, all right? So one cycle is always buy and sell. So once the sell complete, the bot buys again. So that is what we call cycle, okay? Buy and sell is one cycle. Please understand that. So where do I get the image just now? I get the image from here. All right. So let me get back to the slide. So you can see here, this is the buy. All right. This is the buy. And then we have the sell over here. All right. So every time the sell happens, you will see the profit over there. Can you see that? That's where the profit is. Now, if you look, all right, if you look, for example, this is I'm using big pair with USDT. So buy over here, this is this data here, you can see the deal amount is $49. And over here, the deal amount is $50 when it is sell. All right. Now, this is basically the profit that you make from the trading. And then you also have the fuel fee over there. Now, where do you see the fees in Binance? Now, at the bottom here, right? If you go to the trade history report in Binance, you will be able to see this record. Now, what I would like to highlight to you is this. Now, look at here. The buy here, right? Can you see 49.96? This is the deal amount. Can you see the deal amount over here is the same? And then for the sell, you can see the deal amount is 50.318 from Binance. And what is shown in the bot is also the same. All right. So this is an important piece of information if you want to do the full calculation of the profit and the fee so that you understand the net profit later on. So now based on this data, okay, let's say, for example, I'm going to look at USDT. If I'm using USDT as my fee. So let's look what will be the net profit by taking into consideration of both the fee in the robot and also the fees in Binance. Okay, let's look into it. So now, if you look over here, right, first thing we have is the exchange fees. So the exchange will charge us both for the buy and the sell. So you can see buy, the deal amount is 49. The taker fee, okay, is 0.1. So that will be about 0.049. And the sell will be about 50. There's a deal amount. So at 0.1%, that will be 0.05. So now you can see the total exchange fees of the deal amount is actually 0.049 plus 0.05, and that will be 0.1. All right, can you see that? Now, what is the total profit? Let's look into it. Can you see the total profit is the total profit is 0.533. So we will use this information in order for us to come up with the percentages. Okay, so now, if I would take that, okay, if I would take the fuel, right, that is 0.1, okay, 0.1. Now, the fuel fee is 20% of 0.533. So that will be another 0.1. And then we have the JDWINNER SYN strategy, 1% profit. That will be a mere 0.0053. So now, if you look into the total cost here, all right, the total cost, at 0.533, that will be 1 plus 2 plus 3. So that is your total cost. So the total cost will be 0.21, which is about 40%. Can you see that? All right, can you see that? So now, can you see when I say, right, when although you see here, right, maker and taker is 0.1, please understand, 0.1 of the deal amount. Now, if you take the fee and divide it by the profit, which is 0.53, that will be 20%. So means right, Binance fee for buy and sell is about 20%. Okay, your fuel fee is another 20%, and the JDWINNER is 1%. So you can see, right, roughly, right, it is about 40%. So now your net profit is about 0.32 or 60%. So at the end of it, right, if you are using USDT in Binance as a fee, or your profit margin, okay, or the profit sharing is 60-40. So 60% is yours, 40% goes for the cost. Can you understand me? So that is your net profit. Is that clear? Now, please understand, okay, if you are doing copy trade in a forex trading and so on, it is similar. It is about 60-40. All right, 60-40. Now, let me show you another brilliant way to go about it. Is where you can now activate your BNB to use as a fee. Now, if you use BNB as a fee, so you can actually improve your profit margin by 5%. So how does that work? Let me show it to you. So now you can see, right, the maker and the taker fee will change. If you use BNB, it is no longer 0.1, it will be 0.075. So in that manner, right, can you see what happened to the total exchange fees? Your total exchange fees actually have improved by 5%. Isn't that brilliant? Now, the rest will remain the same. Your fuel fee, which is 20%. JDWINNER remain the same. So now your total cost, right, 1 plus 2 plus 3, that will be 35%. So your net profit now increased by 5% to 65%. So this is I will say, right, you have to be smart because you can't change the fees, but you can be smart by reducing the fees. So you can activate BNB. Now, on top of that, please understand, right? Please understand, most of us never factor in this 20% fees for our BNB in USDT. That's why when you look into your BNB, right, you see the profit and loss, there are two factors there. One is the asset that is floating, all right? And because the asset is floating, is averaging, so you are not able to see the profit. Number two, because Binance is deducting 20% from every time, okay? Every time you make the profit, Binance deduct 20%. So that's one of the reasons why you may see as though your USDT is reducing. Can you see the reason why? Because you didn't factor in that 20% fees actually. So now, if you put in 155 only and you never factor in the fees, your 155 will become smaller, right? Will reduce because the fees is being deducted by Binance too. So now, every one of us factor in the fee in the bot, but we never factor in the fee or the cost in the exchange. So today, right, I think all of us have to do something. You have to go and factor in some fees in your exchange too. All right, please understand that. Okay, so this is basically how the profit and the cost, okay, or the fees actually work. So if you use USDT, okay, it will be a little bit confusing, right? Because your USDT is being charged also. So the easiest, right, if you ask me, use BNB as a fee for the exchange. And that USDT, 100%, you use it for your robot trading. Can you see that? So in that way, you will not be confused when you see the reduction in your USDT. Okay, so I hope I'm trying to make things clear. Okay, and I hope this insight will really help every one of us so that you can redefine back your total trading fund once again. Okay, that is important. Now, so what you can do, okay, you can get into my YouTube channel, okay, go into Wealthmakers Alliance. There are two videos there. One is how to save 25% fees by using BNB as your fees, and also how you can convert the dust. Remember, every time the trading going on, the bot will not be able to close the trade. Okay, the exchange will not be able to close the trade at the exact amount. Please understand, there will be always some what we call as spillovers. Now, the spillovers here are basically the dust. All right. So that's why sometimes you see the bot already closed your trade, but then you still see some of your assets are still there. These are what we call dust. Okay. Now, so this dust you can actually convert back to BNB. Now, can you see how smart you can be? All this dust, right? If you can accumulate, that can become a fee that you can use basically to pay your BNB fees for your trading. Isn't that smart? Now, please also take note, okay? Don't convert any of those dust if the coin is still running in the bot. All right, you will disrupt the bot. Don't do that. So what you can do, if your capital is small, your dust will be small amount. So you accumulate the dust for 1 week or 1 month, and then later on, you can actually convert the dust one shot and use that as your fees. Isn't that brilliant? All right. So that's how, right? That's how you have to be smart. All right. So you have to take advantage of this information and do the needful. Okay. So I hope that gives you a full perspective about the cost and what to do. Okay. And what needs to be done exactly so that you can then realize a much better net profit. All right.